Hey everybody, granted I'm not 100% in a wheelchair right now, but it's creeping up on me pretty quick. I want to show you what my task is now. This is the same wagon I used to pull with my wheelchair. That's the piece that hooks up. I have a totally different video on how to do this. I'll link it to this one. Anyway, I used this for Halloween. I had a coffin in it last time, and then I already made these stanchions. Now these stanchions, when I made them, okay, let's see if I can find one that easily comes out. I cut them to form, and you can tell I had a bolt in there and a washer. So I put the washer face in. I numbered these. This is number 6, corresponding number on the bottom, so they all stay in the same spot. So my goal here is, I already pre-cut boards, and granted they're different size boards because I ran out of wood. All right, I'm going to put them all the way around. They're not going to go the full length from top to bottom on that. What I want to do is up here on the dolly I have 2 PVC tubes, one on each side. I'm going to take off of that since I can't use that to haul my things around anymore. I'm going to take those and I'm going to put it onto this. Have it on the outside and probably in the back or the front, depending on how it all works out. And then that way I can put more stuff on the inside. So I want to show you as I go along. I'll bring you back on each video. Now if you're not going to make the wood go full span from top to bottom, I'm on the outside of the brackets because I want more room on the inside. Okay, I'm about 3 inches down, and I measured. I make sure that the wood does not pass this area going out this way. All right, and clamped it in the middle. So on the, as you can see on the other side, I have holes in the center. So I'm going to drill a hole through here. I'm not going to glue it on because I use these posts for different things. So for the summertime, it's going to be a fishing wagon, and some other times it might be some other things. So I want to make it versatile. All right, so now I'm going to drill the holes, and I'm going to do this all the way around. What I did now is I measured about 3 inches down on the outer 2. Got those into place, and then I just leveled basically on top. The bottom is not going to be level because I didn't make the wood wide enough. This is just a test anyway, to see how this all works out. So I used a clamp to hold it into place, made sure they were both level. Everything was level before. I didn't use a leveler, I just used a ruler. This is a spare piece of metal that I had in my scrap bin, and I turned it into something that will hold my PVC pipe in spot. Ran it on the inside, which frees up the outside for signage if I wanted to do that. I would like to put a butterfly nut actually on the back one so I can disconnect it and be able to pull these guys out. I'm going to do the same thing on this side for that PVC pipe. Just something to be cautious of if you're doing it with the Dremel tool. If you're cutting it, let it sit for a while because it is hot. Okay, so just make sure it's very cool before you pick it up and start putting it into place. And also keep checking it, tweak it as you're bending it. I hammered the sharp areas on that with a hammer on a bench, and so it worked out very well. And then I used a pair of adjustables to bend out the center part. And it worked out really nice. It's nice and snug on that side, and it should be nice and snug on that side. Now on this side, it's pretty sturdy. Once this is anchored down, it stays in there real good. This side, however, pretty big gap in here, and my thick part is on the lower end of that. So what I need to do is build this up so it's nice and tight in there, but I don't want these 2 boards in the back to come apart. Now if you use something like this, you want to wrap it as tight as you can. It is going to unravel some, but use whatever you can. Even if you have to use regular tape or something like that to build it up, but my thing is put this underneath the tape to build it up using parts around my house. Well, it is really snug. In fact, it did split the wood in the back, which I really didn't want to do. So I can be careful that it doesn't actually fall out that way. So I might have to put a L bracket here to hold it in tight. Bringing it up though, and putting it back in is very tight, so it's doing its job and it pops right in. So I'm going to seal this up with the Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue is so good I grabbed onto my band-aid and pulled it off my finger. Well, there it is. A done deal. Okay, it's all kind of done. This is a beta, like a beta test. Alright, I want to see what it does, and probably put better material around it. Okay, I didn't put any hinges up here. Kind of ran out of hardware, that's why. I have them back here. I have, you can see them if I get around. They're right inside there, so they fit very well. Quick release there and inside over here. So I could take the panels out real easy. So that's the whole idea about that. May want to put another fly nut here, so the bungee actually hooks up to like it does there, holding the fishing poles down. But I don't think going from my vehicle out to the pier is going to bounce those off. The idea is that the fishing poles stay in place. So I have 2 baskets. I use the baskets when the tide's going fast. Then I have my lines that I throw out. I have my big net sticking out on the side to scoop up what I pull up on the lines. Tackle box with ground worms inside to catch the fish, to catch the crabs. I have a video on that. Okay, so I have a video on the hinge that I use. I have a video on the trailer. Okay, I got all sorts of stuff and just customizing the trailer for my daily needs. Alright, so I hope you like the video. Hey, I'm going to go fishing now, so take care and subscribe. Bye.